up? It's Jules, and there is no Saud today in this video, and that is because today is all girl talk. So I've never done this before. I'm super excited. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to sit down and talk all things girl talk with you guys because I just got the new Kindle and Kylie collection. So I thought I would sit down and do my makeup while I answered a bunch of your guys' girl talk related questions. We're gonna be talking periods, we're gonna be talking V-card, we're gonna be talking my first time, literally everything. I got so many questions, I got so many good questions. As you guys know, or I hope you would know, I'm very, very transparent and honest with you guys, and that's exactly how we're gonna be. So I'm excited to answer your questions, teach you some things maybe you didn't know, or give you some reassurance, or I don't know. But okay, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be using the new Kindle and Kylie collab. I never do an all matte eyeshadow. This is gonna be interesting, but I'm really excited. Let's jump on into it. Okay, starting right off the bat with a very good question. Our first question, and I'm keeping everyone anonymous, is when was the first time you had your period and what happened? Okay, I'm gonna go into my crease with this color Ginergy. Okay, so the first time I got my period, and I literally feel bad for anyone and everyone who gets their period this young, because I had so many friends who started their period in middle school or high school. Poor Julia. I got my period when I was 10 years old. That just is sad to me. Like, I don't know. Girls having to get their period at 10 years old, I just feel like at 10 years old, you are so young. You shouldn't have to deal with that, but it happens. Some people get their period later in life. Some people get their period really early in life, and I was one that got my period earlier than all my friends. I remember the day it happened. It was actually kind of sad. So I was getting ready to go down the street to my friend's house and go swimming. Of course, I would be getting ready to go swimming. And on my walk there, I felt, I felt something hot. I felt blood. And I was like, there had been a lot of, my mom had warned me about a period. She had let me know that I was gonna get a period and kind of what to expect, which I'm very thankful she let me know. So as a little kid, I was always on the lookout for when I was gonna start my period, and I was kind of like, I knew it was gonna come. So I felt that I was bleeding, and I ran home and I got my mom and I went to the bathroom, and sure as hell it was my period. So my mom was like, all right, it's time, you're gonna have your period every month now. And she taught me like how to put on a pad and patted myself up, and I was not using a tampon at that age. That was not gonna happen. That was not in the question. Also, this is gonna be another question. Someone asked pads or tampons. I use pads. I'm 24 and I don't use tampons. That's my personal choice. I don't like them. I think they're uncomfortable. I've had a super bad experience with them before, but that's just my personal experience. But long story short, I didn't go swimming at my friend's that day. I got my period, and that was kind of the start of that for me, but I got used to it super quick, and that's when I started my period. Okay. Another question, which actually I know a lot of girls are concerned about, and I want to just put out here and say I am not a nutritionist, I am not a personal trainer, so you can't take my word 100% for things like this, but someone asked, as a girl, can weightlifting make you bulky? From what I know, weightlifting will not make you bulky. What will make you bulky is if you intentionally bulk up, increase your calories a ton, and you're lifting heavy. Okay, basically, unless you are literally trying to bulk, weightlifting will not make you bulky. It's such a misconception. As a girl, just lifting weights, you will not become bulky. So you do not need to worry about that. Does it hurt when you do it for the first time? Okay, that's another very common question. That was probably the second or the first most asked question. And as sad as it is, fully remember my first time, and I think it's because it was so long ago, and for me personally, I blurred out so much of my past in my mind. But from what I do remember, this is hard. I want to say that yes, for me, it hurt. I don't know if it hurt the whole time, but it definitely, I had no experience and nothing had ever, you know, been in me. Like homegirl, like I didn't even use tampons, okay? So it's not like it was like excruciating, like oh my god, but it was like it obviously it hurt a little bit and I had to take it slow. But after a little while, it didn't hurt so much. Like, okay, I feel like when people say it hurts, I don't want to scare you guys. It's not this awful pain. It's not an awful, excruciating pain. It's just a different feeling. It's something your body isn't used to. And I've never talked about this stuff before, so I'm trying to think of how to word this right, because I don't want to word anything wrong and give someone the misconception. So I'm speaking on my own behalf, okay? Overall answer, a little painful, but a good pain, if that makes sense. It's kind of like opening up a whole new world. It hurts for a minute and then you get used to it and you're like, oh wait, it starts to feel good, if that makes sense. So naturally you're gonna be scared. I promise you, it shouldn't be excruciating. If you're worried about that, don't worry about that. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go on and do my eyeliner, eyelashes, everything. Couldn't do that on camera and talk. To give you a little better look, I did some very dramatic lashes today. These are Royal Silk by Kiss Lashes. I also put on some like glue-on nails last night from Kiss as well. On to the next girl talk question. Our next question is favorite pad or tampon brand. And also I'm trying to like do my makeup very fast today because I need to go to the grocery store and everything. Trader Joe's is like a war zone in there sometimes. You gotta fight for your rights. So as I mentioned earlier, I personally do not use tampons unless I have to. Like for example, I had a photo shoot last month and my period started the day before it. And I was literally petrified because I personally hate tampons. It's so funny because I have a friend that like lives and swears by tampons and like she hates pads, and it's like we're total opposite in that sense. I'm like, yeah, I can only wear pads, hate tampons. My favorite pad brand is Always. I use I believe it's called Always Infinity Flex Foam. Love the Flex Foam, and I have to use a size 4 or 5 because your girl has a heavy flow and anything below that will not support the blood, and I'm not trying to bleed through. Do tampons hurt? No, tampons do not hurt. The reason I don't like them is because I have, like I said, I have such a heavy flow that for me, even if I wear like a super tampon, I would be super paranoid. I would bleed through because I've had it happen before. So with me, a pad is just more secure, if that makes sense. I don't have to worry about bleeding through my clothes. I don't have to worry about bleeding through in public. So it's really personal opinion. It's whatever you like more, whatever you're comfortable with. They don't hurt at all. And in case you're curious about the bad experience I said I had with a tampon, I just had an instance one summer where I put one in, and I don't know if it was like I did it super fast or what happened, but my body went into shock. Like I had to go to a gynecologist because I had never been in that much pain in my life. But I guess essentially, however the tampon was in, or whatever tampon it was, it could have been a bad tampon. Basically my cervix, like when it hit my cervix, it went into shock. My body did, and we didn't really have a pinpointed reason. It could be because my body isn't used to tampons and stuff like that. She said the tampon could have been bad or something, but basically that just secured me using pads even more, and I did not want to use a tampon after that. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to concealer and everything, and I'm super excited to try this that hurt. I'm really excited to try this palette. The only thing that sucks is, for me, the highlighters are way too dark for my skin. Yeah, my skin tone, even with self-tanner, but I'm super excited for this blush. Also, I have not worn dramatic lashes in so long, and I look crazy right now because the rest of my makeup isn't done. Is it normal for a girl to question her sexuality, in your opinion? 100%. 100%. I think it's normal for anyone of any gender or gender identification to question their sexuality. There's such a broad spectrum for sexuality. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm thankful that at least we're living in the time we do, which there are still very many problems with it, but I'm very glad we don't live in our grandparents' time where there isn't as much representation or knowledge or love towards the LGBT community, you know? So yes, it's very normal for anyone of any gender to question their sexuality. There's nothing wrong with you. The little lower belly pouch, does it ever go away? Oh my gosh, first off, love your little lower belly pouch or whatever it is. Literally, I feel like we all have it. We all do. Come on, it's so normal. Girls fat way more than men do. It's just a fact. The way our bodies were set up and wired. The little lower belly fat area is so normal. It's the hardest area of fat for a woman to lose for so many like scientific reasons that I can't go into because I would literally have to pull up Google. I mean, if you are like on trainer level of eating clean 100% of the time, working 1,000,000% of the time. The crazy thing is these girls that we watch, even like Chloe Ting, like they talk about it, right? Like they have abs and stuff, but the abs don't even last all day. You drink water, you eat a meal or something, and then boop, your belly is your belly. So I wish us as women weren't as insecure about the little belly pouch, because it's just, we all have it. It's so normal. Will it ever go away? I don't know. Everyone's body is different. Ugh, that's so hard to answer. I wish I could, but just know you're not alone, and I feel like literally every woman deals with the lower belly. I'm scared to tell my mom I got a period. Honey, that makes me so sad. If anything, I understand it might be nerve-wracking for you, but your mom also went through this. Your mom also had a period. She probably was scared to tell her mom. It's such a normal thing. It is such a normal thing. Promise you, there is nothing to be afraid of. If anything, your mom can help educate you, help you feel better about it, help you deal with any problems you're gonna have. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid. I get it. As it's so nerve-wracking, especially when you're a little girl and you first get it. But if this brings you any comfort, just remember your mom went through the same exact thing. She was a little girl once who got her period for the first time. She should understand. I just realized I got carried away by talking and I put on powder. And the main product I was excited to try was a cream product. So we're gonna go against every makeup rule and we're gonna put cream on top of powder, and it's probably gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so someone said, do you shave down there? So it's up to everyone. Everyone's different. I personally go the extra mile. I get laser hair removal and I'm almost done with my session, so I don't really grow much hair down there anymore. If anything, Brazilian, I think, responded the best to my laser hair removal treatment because I also get it on my underarms and my legs, but Brazilian responded really well and the hair started going away. Also, this color is so pretty. Whenever I do have hair grow though, I personally shave, but like I said, that's totally choice. Like, it's not like I feel the pressure to, it's just I personally, my hair is like very coarse and thick and she grows non-stop and it's very annoying for me, and I personally don't like body hair on me. Never have. I've always just been like, I'd rather just be smooth. Some people love having hair down there, so it's totally up to you. Me personally, I zap all those hairs right off so that they never grow back. To each their own, personal preference. Okay, wow, when I woke up this morning, I did not picture that I would be so glam for the day. But anyway, okay, here is the makeup look. There's a lot of things that went wrong that could have gone better if I wasn't rushing, but like I said, I'm on a time crunch. This is the look. I definitely don't think I like this color lip on me, but overall, I loved the collection. It was a hit. I figured it would be because the last Kylie X Kindle collection was one of my favorite launches by Kylie Cosmetics. But Anyway, there were a few more questions that I wanted to answer once I had my makeup completely done and ready. So somebody said, when did you lose your virginity? So I lost my virginity when I was 15 years old, which saying out loud is crazy because that was literally almost years ago. And it just happened. It just happened. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I regret it, I was so young or anything like that, because there are people that also lose it at that age or earlier. There are people that lose it later. I was in the relationship for about 4 years. So yeah, it just happened, and that's who my first time was with, 15. I feel bad if like my mom were to watch this. Anything for dark armpits / tips? Okay, so I have very dark armpits. My whole life I've been so insecure because I just have dark shadow under my armpits, and I have tried everything in the book. I have tried the lemon, the baking soda, like tips to get rid of the darker underarms, and I just haven't been able to. I'm at the point in life where I'm just like, screw it. Laser hair removal has kind of helped with the dark shadow for me. God, I wish I had tips, because I know how annoying it is being insecure about that. Like my little brothers used to make fun of me whenever we went swimming, because they would be like, oh my God, why didn't you shave? And I did. I just have dark circles under my arms, and I don't know why. As I got older, I learned to just not care about it or be insecure about it, because it's just a dark shadow. But I know how it feels to be insecure about it, and if I had any tips, I promise I would give them to you. With that being said, I hope I answered. I tried to answer as many as I could in the time I had. Like I said, I am on a time crunch today. I really hope that I helped you guys, and if you guys did enjoy this, I am more than willing to do a part 2 and be open and honest with you guys about everything and give you any more girl talk that you need. So please give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you did like this video. If it did help you, always feel free to reach out to me on any social platform. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. I will see you later, and stay A1.